definitely getting a cold.
Hello, hello, Guardians. I am Ransom Rider playing my favorite game, Destiny 2. It is Destiny 2. It has been for a very long time. I love this game. I have a lot of fun in this game. I have friends, fellow Guardians in this game. We unite. We're united in our efforts to push back the darkness. Now, this is, a Black Sunday. It's Sunday where I'm at. Dom, I have to share this with you. Hang on just a moment. Hang on. It is a Black Coffee Sunday. We're pushing back the darkness, the blackness. I do have green tea for later, but right now, I'm having a cup of black coffee. This is like a big cup, a 16 ounce. Speakeasy Bob, you missed the raid yesterday. I sent you an invite, but I know you were working on something else. You were working on something else. That is good. It is hot. It is absolutely fantastic. Now, yesterday, Melanie came into chat. And it was so good, Dom, to get to speak to her. And I wanted to let you know, I don't know if you saw yesterday's live stream, but she did come into chat live. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, we had a member, a clanmate, someone who had supported my channel. And, she was not well. She was not well. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, she's on the pathway to recovery, an outstanding guardian. An outstanding guardian. So I hope you got to watch the broadcast, Dom. Dom's in live stream. I'm live at this moment. Now, if you're watching this past the live stream, leave a comment down below, like and subscribe, because I need friends. I'm going to be very direct with you. Come and hang out with me. Let's be friends. So many people watch the channel and then they don't subscribe. I don't understand. I'm not as mean and as aggressive as I look. I'm very friendly. I am very friendly. It's just in me. It's in me to be friendly. Oh, I know. I'm so glad, Speakeasy Bob, that you got Solo Flawless Prophecy. I was rooting for you, buddy. I was rooting for you. Now, Heritage, I actually really like. What did I get here? Okay, that went over to Raul. Hello, Raul. Slide shot and tracking module. I'm not going to slide around a lot with a rocket launcher. I don't slide around with a lot of my regular weapons, so slide shot's not big for me. But if you're a slider, this slide shot could be the one you're looking for. I'm going to delete that. I will delete that. Lethophobia, Slick Draw, Surrounded, Adorative, I mean, Attrition, Orbs, Incandescent. It could be okay. It could be okay. Envious Assassin and Tracking Module. Defeating targets with other weapons before drawing this one transfers ammo to the magazine from reserves. This effect can overflow the magazine based on the number of targets defeated. Wow, I kind of feel like that might be a really good one. A really good one. So I'm curious, that's a 66. That's actually an okay. That would be an 88 masterworked. This is Prophet of Doom, Feeding Frenzy, and Rampage, which I like a lot. Precision frame, sniper rifle, 140 rounds per minute, 7 in the magazine. I got these, we did, if you missed yesterday, Dom and I were just speaking about it, but we did Garden of Salvation, and we did the Divinity run for fellow Guardian, clanmate Tectonic. And I'm so glad Tectonic got that. I'm so glad he got it. Dom, what are you doing? Are you playing? Rapid hit, repulsor brace. That could be okay. But, I have this and I can make that. I can also make this shotgun. But sometimes it just feels better when they drop in the real world, and you don't have to spend resources to make it. You don't have to spend the resources. Now, I'm going to go over here. I want to make room. Climb the steps. Climb the steps. I want to make room for that Crux termination. 598. Things are bleak. Things are bleak. I don't use this a lot. Briar's Contempt, Storm Chaser. I was doing the Solar Arc Void linear fusions. But now I'm kind of wondering. Hero of Ages, I love you, but I've been trying to use Thin Precipice because Strand. Because Strand. So that will, and I should put that away, but I'm at 599. Oh man, I need to put this one away for one of my other characters, and that just filled it up. That just filled it up. All right, I want to delete just one. If I can choose just one, what would it be? Vigilance Wing, I'm going to delete that. I use it on occasion, though. I use it on occasion. Old Sterling, I don't really use a lot. 99 kills. Because what happens is, I've got a lot of other weapons I like better. That's when you go through this and you look, often you will think, I haven't used that at all. Like, this is 0. But sometimes you just don't want to delete. And that needs to be brought up to an 1810. So there's work to be done. Shoot to loot, kinetic tremors, which is a wow for me. I love that. Oh, Alex, I need to clean this mess out, right now. Right now. But a lot of these weapons, I keep thinking, I'm going to use that very soon. Shotgun, supercluster, fusion rifle, slice, and attrition orbs. Oh man, they're 1810s though. Here's something I could kinetic tremors, overflow. So I like both of these builds on that. Tiger Spite, 450. It's not horribly awful. Man, kinetic tremors might be the go-to again very soon. So what I usually end up doing is going over here and deleting like an exotic. Rangefinder and Frenzy, I probably need to, do better on that build. I don't know, is there a better one than that? Abyss Defiant. I'm going to delete this one. And then I don't need 3 of these when you can build it the way that you want it. So I'm going to delete one of those. Pulse Rifle. Pulse Rifles haven't really been getting any love this season. But there's still a few of them I like. Speakeasy Bob, you're having breakfast. I had cereal. I had like a bowl of cereal that a horse would love, like oats and grains and all that kind of thing. It's what we used to feed the horses back home. Now, here's the Bequest. You heard us talk about it yesterday. Bequest. It's a good one. Impact of 74. It's right up there with Crown Splitter on impact. Crown Splitter, not clown. It's not a clown. This is a very, very strong weapon. It just moves too slow, and I never like to use it. But Bequest, it's a lot better. It is a lot better. Winterbite, I actually used a lot recently, and I'm a fan. I am a fan of Winterbite. Do I need all of these? Target lock, subsistence. Yeah, I like subsistence. That would be a 64. That's kind of rotten. That's on my hunter. That's kind of rotten. I need to work on my hunter some. I need to pull him out of the tower and say, get out there and do some work. Get out there, hunter. That'll be a 90. That's a 91. That's a 90. Do I need 3 of those? No, I don't need 3 of those. 85, 87, 90. But this has high resilience. This has a good resilience. So I could probably delete this one. Goodbye, Ursa Furiosa. I'm going to have to delete you. I'm just making a little bit of room. All right, I got one of those Ascendant shards back. Those things they're hard to get. Very hard to get. Should I keep this shotgun 4th times the charm? I don't think I'm going to keep that. So now that gave me a tad bit of room. Oh, Dom, you come back and hang out with me, buddy. We were just talking. We've not seen you in a while, and we enjoy seeing you, Dom. We enjoy hanging out. Come play with me later. Go have your breakfast and come play with me later. All right, now this is, what do I want to pick up here? Envious Assassin and Tracking Module. I feel like that's a yeah. I feel like I need to keep that. Slick Draw and Surrounded. I don't need another one of those. And I can still get that fairly easily right now. Nano munitions, I always kind of like. But I'm just going to say it. I'm not super crazy about these weapons. They are a revisit. Prophet of Doom. I feel like I always want to love this and I end up not loving it. Sniper rifle. I don't use sniper rifles, so I'm going to get rid of that. Beacon rounds. I know I've probably looked at beacon rounds in the past, but you forget what this stuff does. There's a lot of weapon perks. Final blows with this weapon grant your projectiles tracking.
Done.
That's the reason I was interested in that, tracking. Now these will be able to just self-delete. Feeding Frenzy and Rampage. But I know on shotguns, I like 1-2 punch. I like the 1-2 punch. Hilly Scotsman, how are you, buddy? What are you doing? I'm going to warm up on a couple of, maybe a couple of strikes. I would love to see you. This, shoot to loot. I'm just going to delete it because it's going to self-delete anyway. Might as well get the resources. Battle Scar. I don't really use Battle Scar. I'm going to delete that. It always pains me, Guardians, when I delete an 1810 because I'm thinking I'll need that to take something up. Hilly Scotsman, what are you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming back to hang out with me. It's a Black Coffee Sunday. I'm having black coffee, but I do have, a green tea ready to go with lemon. I'll usually forget about my coffee and forget to drink it, and then it gets so cold that I get disappointed with it. And then I switch over to my tea, which usually stays hotter longer because I have a lid on it. Let's pick these up. Man, does it ever take a long time to get this all ranked up for the gunsmith? That's a crawl. That is a slow crawl. Now, I want to go see Savala because get paid for what you do. Don't tool around in this system and not get paid. So I like to pick these up. And then down here, let's just look at this. Focused weapons. Oh, I could get one of these. Might as well get one. Why not? Because I never use those things, and it seems like they drop. It does seem like they drop often. I kind of wanted to use that. I was thinking about an all shotgun build. Now, when I do an all shotgun build, what ends up happening is it puts me into a strike, an operation playlist for the Vanguard. It usually puts me into that, and I don't have, what I need. 80, that's so low. 87, 85, 90. I was actually thinking about using my Synthoceps. And then I don't need the grenades quite so much, so I can, take the grenades off and do what? I can do recovery. Let's look at recovery. I could do recovery and get that boosted up. I could take some resilience off, right? There could be some resilience removed here. And then what will happen, I will mess with this and then it'll be all messed up on my next one. Recovery. So that's about how it's going to be without, actually changing out the pieces. And I don't want to change the pieces out right now. I never can get them back. I do have a lot of bills saved. That's a little bit stormtroopery for me. The proper color shader, it's always hard to find. Hilly, absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. I am a number ransom_rider number 7755. 7755. And Hilly, I'm in a Discord chat. You're welcome to come in and chat. Just keep it clean. Chat is clean. I do have a lot of underage viewers. Thank you, Lamenting Scotsman. Thank you, buddy. Oh, 1830, and you're rocking that Amazon Prime shader? Lamenting Scotsman, you look fantastic, buddy. You look absolutely fantastic. I'm saying it right now. I am liking this look. Look at the movement on that hunter cloak. Nation of Beast, Witherhoard, Roar of the Bear. Lamenting Scotsman, you look fantastic. House of the Fist is the clan. Yes, buddy. Yes, you look good. You look real good. Now, let's go over. Did I get everything that I wanted? Am I going to triple shotgun it? I just need to get the color shader, and then I'm ready. I will be ready when I get a color shader. I like Crucible Peppermint. I also like Valkyrie Zero. Let's do Valkyrie Zero. I'm a fan of Valkyrie Zero. And then, am I kind of set up? I'm okay with this right now. This is probably set up for a different build. Powered melee. I feel like I need a lot of these powered melees. And that whammo, that used everything that I had. I don't really need this on intellect. I would rather put it on recovery.
What if the Traveler is not what we thought it was?
And then what did I have on this? Void damage resistance. Let's do solar. And maybe arc. And then this increases the maximum number of stacks. Am I still using time dilation on this? Yep, I am. And then, am I okay with everything else? For a strike, I think so. Now remember, I'm using... I don't need Solar Siphon. Stasis. I'm still using stasis, but I don't have a stasis weapon on. You know, I have some arc weapons on.
Broken.
Everything depends on the Vanguard.
Kinetic weapon. I could do kinetic weapon. All right, that leaves me 3 still over here. So, I mean, I could definitely do solar. Rapid strand. I don't think I have a strand. Is there a strand shotgun?
She said she wanted to express herself, so I gave
Bad
her a
running.
thumbs up.
Very bad.
I'll do that. I don't ever use that. All right, Hilly Scotsman, let's go open up with a strike. Let's do a strike. These strikes are always a good time. I have fun in them.
Is not what we thought.
And look at that. I've done 4 strikes this week. All right. Screen. We're transitioning into the Vanguard Operations playlist, aka strikes. Now, let me make sure that I'm on social. I believe I am. Yes, I'm on public because I'm hoping that, you know, people feel free to come in and hang out with me. Don't be shy. I was shy for a huge portion of my life in school, to where the point where I wouldn't, you know, I would sit in the back of the class and wouldn't answer questions. It petrified me as far as just like I couldn't really function. And that was difficult to overcome, but I eventually did overcome that. I had a classmate who was just, you know, a beacon of energy and beauty and light. And that always helped. She was phenomenal about helping take me around and get socialized.
Temple to Oryx is protected by one of Sabathin's toughest
Now, of course, this is one of those that I would have been better served running.
canals, which means we need a boat.
Not a lot of shotguns. I shouldn't have run a lot of shotguns. Now, did that alter this? Yeah, look at that. It brought grenades down. But do I really like Strand? You bet I do. I was working the Arc Falling Star version. Don't come at me, oh boy. Alright, he's left. He flew the coop.
What's he doing away from his post? This could be our chance.
And somehow that went right past her. That flew past her and then hit somebody that I didn't want it to hit. Ooh, Lucent Moss! Got him. Get out of here, Mr. Lucent Hive. Woo, this is a lot to take down with a shotgun. But not with my punch. Bye! Another one of you, sir? We just got rid of you. Pop.
Look, back there. The path is unblocked.
The path is unblocked. Back there. That's so descriptive. Look, back there. That could be anywhere, Ghost. You'll need to say, look north. Of course, based on my position where I'm standing, I feel I would have known a little bit better there. But look there. That's not a good way forward. Do I do that in my communication? Yes. You've heard me say, over here. Well, where's over here? I don't know.
Hop on and I'll handle the rest.
All right, now I think was that someone I heard chatting? I don't know.
Controls and
Yeah,
how does
me,
this...
how you doing?
Hey, how are you, buddy? I can't hear you really good, but hello, Mr. Scotsman. You look fantastic.
I'll try shouting. I'll shout. Hello.
Oh my God, the accent! It's glorious. It's glorious. Now, I always really wanted a fancy accent. You know, what I got was a hillbilly accent from North Carolina.
You've got a fancy accent. Pretty fancy.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, get out of here, Lucent Hive. Who gave you the light? Savathun, I don't know how she got it. Well, we do. Savathun was worthy, and we need her back. We need Savathun back. There's no big, bad central figure right now. And I'm going to say this, chat. I miss her. I miss Savathun. I'd even take her vile, despicable sister back, Sivu Arath. But we've basically, you know, she's been nerfed. Sivu Arath is hiding somewhere in a dark, dank hole. But never fear, she will come back. You know, the Witness might give her more powers. I have to wonder about it. Now, chat, keep in mind here that I am using triple shotguns, and they're absolutely, like, no good. This is a ranged area. But if I change into, like, a bow, I feel like that's cheating when I said I was going to use triple shotguns. Now, could I strand it up to the witch? Sure, I could. I could punch her in the face. I could knock her crown off. I could send the Hive a message. But we've sent the Hive a lot of messages. They're just not receiving them. There's a breakdown in communication. Because we have defeated enough of them, billions of them, that they should have got the hint. Like, get the hint, Hive. Get out of here. Now, having said that, we are plainly in the middle of the throne world, and this is located, I don't know, it's probably somewhere inside of, you know, Earth's solar system, but truly, we don't know. We could have been transported several universes away.
Seriously, but I did the thing. It's just this hive tech. It's so archaic. Just give me a sec.
No! No! That's what Strand will do. Why do I use this super? I love Strand, but that's what it did to me. Pulled me right off. Somebody's using Stasis, which I really like. You saw me just look at Winterbite in my vault. I did not use Winterbite at all. I maybe took down 5 or 6 with it. But I pulled it back out. I had a good time with it. Alex J, it would be pretty awesome if you could see exactly how many of the... I know, it would. We need a breakdown.
But she dedicated a temple to him. Funny how that works. Now be careful here. Something happened to this place.
Be careful. This is really a tragic place. I have met my end here. See, Lucent Moth. Explosive light? No, that was a Lucent Moth. Just call it what it is, Lucent Moth. Now, I feel like the weight of darkness hasn't gotten too heavy at this point. But believe me, it will come through and try to strangle the life out of me. And I should stand by... Whoa, that drugged me down so quickly. Now, I could use super right here. You see all those nasty Lucent Moths up there? They are capable of totally knocking me out. Just like that. Fallen Hero, it's good to see you, buddy. What have you been up to? Alright, I'm going to have to do this and start moving on. Weight of Darkness doesn't really last as bad here when I've got my super going. And it allowed me to run past those Lucent
We're all
moths.
clear, Finch. We're heading in.
Careful. The knight guarding this place? He's an old rival of Oryx, and he's no joke. It's pretty funny that Savathun has him guarding Oryx's temple.
This is just a normal strike. Why are they killing me? Why are they killing me? Friend. I'm friend. Scorn. Actually, there's no redemption for the Scorn. I mean, they're never going to be better. They were born in darkness, and I don't know what they feed these Scorn, but they're just never going to be better. I'm going to go over here with Legend of Acrius. Wow! Holy moly! Now, watch out, because there's Screebs. There are Screebs in these places. Now, Legend of Acrius, yes. Get out of here. Did you see that? It made me release my Strand because the game already knew it was dead. And look at that, no ammo. But the thing about this is, when this runs out, the ammo fairy will pay me a visit. She's like the tooth fairy, but she doesn't leave money. She leaves ammo. So if I run out on this, it will definitely... Where are you, sir? I don't see him. He's probably... There he is. Wow, so many of those. But I need to run around and pick the orbs up. The orbs are your friend here. Look at you, Mr. Knight. Hello. And there's another one of you? Try Legend of Acrius in the face. It broke his teeth out, and it sent him out of here. We gave him a one-way ticket back to the Hive homeworld. Now, am I supposed to punch before or after? I don't remember. I missed. Woo, and he's awake again. I'm going to go super on him. Stay still. We can't take you down. Alright, but his ghost fled. His ghost will flee. And we don't get the ghost. I don't know what this guy's ghost... I don't know what the name is. Chat, do y'all know the name of the ghost for Alakul? I don't know it. But I do know that it flees and we don't get to crush it. So it's probably hanging out with Amaru. There's probably a ghost lounge on the tower that we don't know about. Mr. Scotsman, I'm just thrilled with your look, buddy. And 110 takedowns, 472,800 was the score. I need to do better. I need to do better. Mr. Scotsman is with Clan House of the Fist. He's coming to us from basically the other side of the world. And thank you for hanging out with me, buddy. You were phenomenal in that. Let's do another one. This is Lamenting Scotsman. He has joined me as we work our way through Vanguard operations, also known as a strike. Let's just take a look at him again. This is a 100 on resilience. an 82 on recovery, a 71 on discipline. He is running the Arc Strider, using Pardon or Dust with disorienting grenades, formerly known as blinding grenades, Nation of Beast, Lament, which we all know and love. If you don't have Lament, get Lament. Using the exotic piece, Star Eater Scales. Shout out to you, Mr. Scotsman. You are Vogue worthy. Vogue worthy. The look is phenomenal. All right, we're launching right into the moon. Will this be the Scarlet Keep, the Red Keep, the big tower? No. This is what? Psyops Battleground?
Empress Kylo deploying the Brackus to assist you.
I recognize him from the battle.
And it's going. We've entered into an ongoing one.
These hive to fear humanity alone.
So this whoever was in here was abandoned by his team, or they could have been kicked out. I have been in missions in the past and just been, I've been booted, kicked back to space, not of my own will, but just the game did it. The game. Oh, sorry, Mr. Hive. I didn't realize, or Mr. Cabal, I thought you were the enemy. I thought you were the enemy. Now, I'm going to grab this heavy before it disappears. We want this heavy. Why didn't Keitel, if she really seriously wanted to help us,
Savathun's forces are...
why didn't she send like 5 of him?
That was just the first wave.
Push them back to the portal, Guardian.
Send us a Brackus Zahn, Keitel. You sent 1 helper. That's how much you hate the Hive. Send 4 of them down. Send 5. We know that the Hive, they're the enemy of the Cabal. They destroyed the Hive. Now, this is the kicker. Okay, here it is. Savathun set it all up for the Torah bottle, which is the Cabal homeworld. Savathun set that whole thing up for it to fall, for the fighting. They all got real mean and ugly with each other. She created that unrest. She was a master manipulator. So she created the unrest in the Hive homeworld. And then she took advantage of it. She had them all ready to, slice and dice each other. Where's the enemy? And then she told her sister, Sivu Arath, this is ripe for the taking. It wasn't Sivu Arath that manipulated the whole Cabal homeworld. It was Savathun. So I forgot to mention that when we were discussing Savathun in a couple of episodes ago. We kind of went in depth about Savathun and how rotten she was, but how brilliant at the same time. Things that she did were awful, but the Cabal deserved it. They were destroyers of civilizations, the Cabal. So they finally ran into a race of people that said, we don't like you, and we're going to knock you down a few notches. We're going to take your home world. We're going to scatter your people. We're going to leave you out. We're going to leave you for dead, basically, is what she did. Where are you? So Savathun decimated, through her manipulations and misinformation, she decimated the Cabal to the point that's all that's left of their empire are a few ships. And Savathun, that's why I feel she is the most worthy. Why am I'm in darkness is what it is. Let me darkness my way out of here with Strand. That's why Savathun, I'm coming for you, witch. I'm loading the legend for you. Take that up your dress and see what you think about it. Oh, look at this. Got your ghost? Got your ghost. Lucent Hive, they're an abomination. They're an absolute abomination. And any ghost that sticks with the Lucent Hive, they are a no. Don't have no sorrow when you crush a ghost who has abandoned the light and turned to the hive. Man, oh man, I don't feel any sorrow for them. Is there another witch up here? Man, Legend of Acrius does not play around. It's a one hit on these nasties. And you'll see me often switch away from, I switch away from some of the weapons that I love because, Guardians, I don't want to be so dependent on some of these weapons. When I've got I've got like 400 weapons in my vault. So change up. Play around with maybe some that you don't use. It's hard not to have favorites, right? You probably have favorites in life. Now, I want to get down here because this bumbler that Keitel has sent has no idea that these big ogres are deadly. But I did take them down, and there is a triumph for that. Because he will just stand there and let the ogres eye-beam him. And, you know, you need to save him. You need to say, Keitel, I saved your really rotten warrior you sent. Oh, Speakeasy Bob will go to space and join us. I am hanging out with a phenomenal Guardian. You know, he's absolutely phenomenal. Go back in the stream just a tad. We detailed Mr. Scotsman. He has a beautiful, beautiful accent, and I'm just loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I've got one bullet for her. Oh, I didn't have a strand to make it up there to her, but she's coming to me. Look at that. That's right. Gang up down there for me. Gang up, Hive. Who's this? Ogre? This is not really Savathun. This is, what is this? A poor imitation of Savathun? Now, the tracking totally goes off of this stuff when you try to sling it at anything other than the almost Savathun. Your tracking just disappears. She ran. I was going to go over there and pop her good, and she ran. Come back, ma'am. Come back. We can be friends. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? But if you throw it on the ground right in front of them, but watch it count down. Let's hit this old girl with a few of these. My weapons will do nothing. So you have to have this Spear of Destiny. She's gone. So now, let's see the little evil sister come back. Come on down, ma'am. Come on. And just like that, she's gone. She's gone. Cue the music. Yes, Speakeasy Bob. Be ready, Betty. We'll pick you up in space. Let's grab this chest. The one weapon I need is Fire Fright. I always call it Firefight, but it's actually not Firefight.
Weathered storms
I
like
need
this.
Fire Fright.
The warlords of the Dark
And they
Ages.
tell me, someone in chat yesterday
Where
said I'm going to have
justice
to wait till
organized
next
is not
week.
better. You were spared the worst of it.
Lamenting Scotsman 95. I was 107 and Kresler was 152. He's with Order of the Blazing Sun. Kresler, you did great, buddy. You did great. This is day 1 from Root of Nightmare. All right, let's actually move up to space and pick up Bob. I want to pick up Bob. Mr. Scotsman, is it late at night for you?
No, it's 5 in the afternoon.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
What is it, noon for you? Just 12?
It's actually, yeah, it's what time here? 12:05 p.m. 12:05, which is, yeah, noon. Noon.
5 p.m. No.
Now, Mr. Scotsman, how long have you been playing Destiny?
Yeah, since D1, but I lost my account. Like, it went on Destiny 2 since it started. Like, I can't remember what season it was. Season of the Dawn. I lost my account. Something happened. I lost my account and I had to start again. So from Season of the Almighty, that's when I came back.
Okay, the Almighty. That's
I didn't lose everything, but I lost. I started again with all the knowledge, you know. So I know how to level up fast, blah, 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 get it all back, get what all I could back before things getting sunsetted, you know. Back then, they were taking content away, so I was trying to finish it before they took it away.
right. Right.
So
Now,
I'm
Mr.
definitely
Scotsman, did you do the big worldwide public event when we took down that ship?
Yeah,
The
I was
Almighty.
outside, but I was online myself, so I was stood in the tower. I waited for the time, but I didn't know you had to go to a place and enter the activity. So I stood there the whole time. I got kicked offline. I was one of the people who got kicked offline and just had to watch it.
Okay. All right. I was there watching it, and I was just curious if maybe you were on the same tower that, you know, we could have been friends back then. Oh, all right, now, Guardians, this is another one of the Keitel events. This is 8 Up with Witches. Keitel, you know, we're going to meet some of the Cabal at the beginning or at the middle, somewhere. Don't we meet Cabal? Wait a minute, is this all Fallen? No, it's Hive. This is Hive. Maybe there's no Cabal in this. Speakeasy Bob, chat, I want to give a shout out to Speakeasy Bob. He is a full member of Coterie Arms, and he has just recently completed the full solo run of the Prophecy Dungeon. So, congratulations to you, Speakeasy Bob. That's a feat. Any dungeon that you can solo flawless, it's a true triumph. It is an absolute triumph.
I just finished Warlord 2 on
Now wait a minute, Mr. Scotsman. You just finished Warlord's Ruin. Was it a solo or solo flawless?
Solo flawless.
Wow! Congratulations.
Took me a bit, but I kept dying. The stupid things, I'm using a rock launcher, shoot a wall, trying to take cover at the same time, it's random things. Always die to the silly things. Always gonna get you. Somehow you fall off the map, or things. Always something.
It's easy to do, isn't it? I watched some of the little cuts from Dado's run, and Dado fell off the map on some of his attempts. Ugh! Watch out for those bombers. They will explode in your face. They will explode in your face. But congratulations on that. I'm still practicing on my run for that. I actually, last night after I got off with the team from running raids, I actually went and watched a video on Warlord's Ruin. And I'd been doing a few things wrong. So I'm excited by the possibility of going back in and just getting some practice in. It's my goal, Mr. Scotsman, to really get in there and get that done solo. Now, I would love a flawless, but it's not my goal. I just want to try to do it solo. But congratulations to you, because that is, that's something. Now, did you do Ghost of the Deep as well?
Yeah. The only one I've not done is Grasp of Avarice. I've not done that one yet. Just because it's pretty boring dungeon.
You know,
It's my
Grasp
least-
of
it's my least
Avarice
favorite-
is,
it's my least
if you
favorite.
do the master version, it's Artifice armor this week. And I have a lot of Artifice armor, but I can always go for a lot more of it.
End up with a lot of Artifice armor on one character because of farm. You get a farmer on one character, then you don't farm that character. Then you just a Warlock and a Titan I've got lots. A Hunter's got one piece. That's it.
I have my Titan has got a lot of it in the vault, and I've got full sets that I take with me. My Hunter has a lot of it. My Warlock has a lot of it, but they don't have full pieces. And you can get it, and it might not even, the roll might not be good on it. That's the sad part, is you can work so hard to get it, and then when you do get it, the roll might not be what you need. So you have to continue to just work for it. Chad, I love to watch a Warlock just burn it down. They absolutely just burn down everything with those grenades, and it's beautiful. It's lovely. I'm a fan. Ogre? Get out of here, Ogre. Nobody invited you to this party. So you've been back in it. You left for a little while, and you're back in it. What's your favorite activity inside the game right now, Mr. Scotsman?
Not sure, mate. To be fair, I play everything. I like to play all of it. I'm doing a lot of dungeons, helping people get gear and get exotic drops and things. But I don't know what's my best thing this season. I'm waiting for LBGMs once they unlock, I'm waiting for them to unlock on the nodes when you can just select them.
Now, do you
And then we'll do Conquer it in a day. We'll get that. Just go and do Conquer the all 6 GMs back to back. And get Conquer in a day. We usually do that with the clan runs.
Yes.
A couple of fellas will just jump in and just go back to back all 6 GMs.
I need to do this week's Grandmaster. I have not completed it yet, and I need to do it. I've had a lot of other things to do because we did that run yesterday with Tectonic for Divinity, and then we did Garden of Salvation. That was Garden of Salvation for Divinity, and then we did Deepstone Crypt for just fun. But I need to do my Grandmaster.
Require oversight. Their leader must be close.
Now, Mr. Scotsman, do you have the exotic weapon? Did you get Buried Bloodline?
Yeah, I got that on my first run on the dungeon, because when the dungeon came out, me and my clan, we done it blind on Master. That was the first run we did it, so we do that with all the dungeons. Whenever a dungeon comes out, we just jump into Master bot and we just go in. And I got the sidearm first try.
That is absolutely fantastic. One of my
It's good when
clanmates.
RNG is good. It's good when it's good. You have to run a lot of dungeons 20 times before you get it. The RNG, you know.
Yeah, you got lucky. You got real
Yeah,
lucky.
for sure.
Finally, his bubble appeared. Get out of here. Stay calm and get in the bubble. Stay calm and get in the bubble. I've been playing since the beginning of D1 Destiny, and I've rarely missed days. Every once in a while, I take a break and, like, you know, I'll be gone for a short while from the camera, but I usually, you know, play every single day offline. Just so that I'm not missing anything, because I'm always feeling like I'm kind of a little bit behind.
I don't know how the mindscape works, but anything wearing
Now, Chad, it's hard when you know you've got a bunch of shotguns on, and the Lucent Moths are out flying around. So I'm really behind on soloing my dungeons. I have done a couple of them, and then I get off track. But Warlord's Ruin, I feel like, really is one of the ones that I like enough to want to go in. And do it solo. Because Ghost of the Deep, I wasn't a huge fan of that. I know some of the gamers that I played with yesterday, Ghost of the Deep is one of their favorite activities. But it didn't ring the bells for me. It did not ring the bells. Alright, this is an aspect of Savathûn. I always forget what they're called. I wonder, in the Vow of the Disciple, is she called an aspect there as well? I don't remember. Woo, he kept knocking me back. Chest, claim rewards, claim rewards. Did I get anything good?
Where are you from? Ransom.
Yeah.
What's that accent? Where are you from?
I am from one of the states in the United States called North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina.
Yes, I grew up in the mountains. I was born in the backwoods, grew up very isolated. We did not have television signals, radio. Just rarely on occasion, if the wind was blowing right, we would get a signal into the mountains. So I had a childhood basically, you know, without outside influence of television and radio. And I liked it. You know, we didn't miss television and radio. Lamenting Scotsman 142, Speakeasy Bob 130, Ransom 72. I need to do better. But North
need to reset my
Carolina,
Vanguard.
what's that, Bob?
I need to reset my Vanguard rank.
Okay, we'll go. I'll pull us out and take you to the tower. But it definitely was very isolated and a good time because we found other things to be involved in. You know, we played in the woods. We built homemade dams on the streams. We would hunt, fish, swim in the lake.
In Scotland, there's like no animals here. We got like no crazy wildlife. We got like deer and things like that, but we got nothing that can harm us. You know, like you don't have. But in your woods, would you ever see a wolf or a bear or something like that, or something that could eat you?
So nothing like that there.
Nothing.
Oh, now where I grew up, we had all that. We had bear, we had mountain lions, things like that were native to the area, and imported. One of the wealthy families from back in the 1800s imported the wild boar Russian hogs that have the big tusks that are dangerous. Don't mess with the Russian boars. But now they run wild in the mountains where I grew up, and there's thousands and thousands of them. So, you learn when you're growing up in that environment, you get a skill set that teaches you survivability. What's the biggest city in your home country?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. And is that the capital?
Yeah.
Ah, nice. And how are there like millions and millions of people there, or what size is it?
Maybe like a million. I don't even know. I can Google and check, but I know for a fact that it's not crazy. Like the population in Scotland, I'm sure there's more people in Texas alone than what there is in the whole of Scotland.
Yep.
Bob resides in Texas. You're from
Yeah.
Texas, aren't you, Bob?
Nice.
Yeah. I grew up in New York, though.
Oh,
Where I was born.
did you grow up in New York City, Bob?
Upstate.
Upstate. I love upstate
Yeah.
New York. Chat, Bob just told us he's grew up in upstate New York because many people, when you say New York, they think just New York City because, it dominates the East Coast. But New York City has a full state attached to it that's absolutely beautiful. I've traveled in upstate New York, and it's just a glorious place to go visit. I used to love and go vacation in Lake Placid, and that whole area was so beautiful. I was playing last night with Holden a Grenade, and he's Canadian and lives in actually a beautiful portion of Canada. So many sections of Canada are quite glorious. But as we're talking about Guardians around the world, shout out to everyone, all my new subscribers, followers in Great Britain. Hello. The Netherlands, I was so happy to see you guys subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for that. It was a good 2023. I got to meet Guardians from all over, and today, I think that Mr. Scotsman here is absolutely the first. This is Lamenting Scotsman. I think you're the first Scotsman I've played with. So I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Now, Bob is resetting his rank with Zavala, which is important. When it maxes out, if you don't reset it, it's not going to move, no matter what you do for Zavala. So you've got to reset that. You got to get in there and get that reset. But Destiny, the good thing about this, Chad, is that Destiny is worldwide. Many countries have access to Destiny and gaming. The broadcast is seen in 43 different countries, so thank you to all those countries that are able to tune in and watch. There's a few big countries that are exceptions where they don't really have the ability due to restrictions to get to play Destiny, and maybe someday, maybe one day, together we will all fight against the darkness. Hoping. Because as you look out there, Guardians, that is the last city. Really, it should be called the first city, because now we have Neomuna. Neomuna is not like a touristy spot. It's not somewhere you'd want to go visit. You're not going to sit on a street cafe and have a coffee and a pastry on Neomuna. But here in the last city, I'm sure there's some fantastic spots down there to have a good ramen bowl and hang out with friends, because there are millions. I think the last city, at some point, it was estimated from in-game references, about 1 billion people down there. Now, I don't know if that was before the Red War or after the Red War, because we know those vicious cabal came in and bombed from afar. I mean, we can see the blighted landscape where the city was actually hit by the cabal. But we've put that behind us. The cabal that we're friends with now, we're not a part of that. That was Gaul and his nasty Red Legion. And the cabal that we battled with at the beginning of Lightfall were genetically engineered cabal that were loyal only to Callus, and they still run rampant on Neomuna. Now let's go back in and do one more. Well, you know what? Let's deviate and let's go do something just for fun. Let's run into some lost sectors that maybe we don't get to play in that often, that are overlooked. I did a broadcast just recently about overlooked lost sectors that we don't really go visit a lot. I used the Orrery on Artifact's Edge on Nessus, but if I remember, there's a couple around here, like over on Exodus Black. We did that one for the Halloween event. But here, the Carrion Pit, I don't think we've done that a lot. And then there's a couple of others. We're going to find them. Here's one right here. Ancient's Haunt. We don't do Ancient's Haunt a lot. Let's start with Ancient's Haunt. Let's go into Watcher's Grave. You'll often find Xur here. And then we're going to go over to Ancient's Haunt. And I think it's Vexfield. And let's show them what the light can do. Chat, thank you so much. Thank you for hanging out with us. We have a special guest star all the way from Scotland, and he's doing a phenomenal job in showing the darkness what we Guardians are made of. This is Lamenting Scotsman, and he's hanging out with myself and Speakeasy Bob. Speakeasy Bob is a Coterie of Arms member, and he's just finished, he's soloed Flawless, a dungeon. And we've been talking about that, his fun time that he had. And he is a streamer. Speakeasy Bob is a streamer, and he had a fun time practicing. You sometimes need to practice. You go back in, you fine-tune your approach, you change your weapons. And you definitely can watch Speakeasy Bob's progression as he worked his way through that dungeon to be solo Flawless. It's an achievement, and I tip my hat to anyone who can go through solo a dungeon, and then a second tip of the hat when you solo Flawless a dungeon. And Mr. Scotsman has those accomplishments underneath his belt. I have solo ones. I don't have solo Flawless. It always seems like that I trip, I stumble, I fall. You heard Mr. Scotsman say it's very easy to fall off the edge. A simple mistake, when it's not the enemies of humanity that get you, it's just your own inability to keep solid ground underneath you. Now, this is one of those lost sectors that I don't visit. And I will tell you why. It's not selectable. I tend to really visit the lost sectors that are selectable at different power levels. But this one, You know, it's a good one. I know the reason it's not been selectable for a very long time is because you can kind of run through here and get right to the boss. There is a way you can get up there and go to the very top of this section. And I would think that with Strand, you could definitely go up and get with that. Wow, we got her already. Now, see, I would love for this to be selectable because way back when, you could do this on a more difficult version. I think we had a season where we could select this. You know, if Brad were here, I'm sure Brad is in bed, still taking a bit of a siesta, a nap, a rest. But if Brad was here, I bet money Brad would know, because he's like an encyclopedia of knowledge. He and holding a grenade, you know, they just have a base of knowledge built up that they can pull from that really does a fantastic job for them. Now, the conflux we do often because it's selectable. Let's make our way over to the Carrion Pit. I'm going to fast forward over to Exodus Black. I say fast forward, but, you know, we're going to travel in time and space basically. And we're going to go over to Exodus Black, and then we're going to run into that one that's infrequently used. It was on the list at one point for the Halloween event. I think this was selectable for the Halloween event at one point. I don't remember if it was last year, 2023. I don't remember this being on that list, but it seems like there was a year where it might have been on that, or there was a time where it could have been selectable. It's just been a while. Now, I always look for the entrance because it's a little bit hidden. But let's go in. So don't forget about this one. Don't forget about it. I'm running down. This is the Carrion Pit. And you're going to see a lot of Vex in here. Look, here's Fallen. Like, Fallen, you know, why are you hanging out here with the Vex? Or was that a Vex? I don't know. I thought Vex basically was the property of... Vex own Nessus. That's what I'm trying to say. Do they own Nessus? I know the Fallen. There's some Cabal here. Alright, we got her. Oh, look, some latecomers. Wow. Legend of Acrius. You're beautiful to behold. So powerful. So powerful. Alright, so don't forget about this one. It's good. But now, let's do a little bit more of a challenge. Let's see where... Oh my gosh. It's on Neptune. Let's take a look at this. I've got Speakeasy Bob and the Scotsman here with me. This is Gilded Precept. It's a Legend Lost Sector. This is selectable. And I'm for it. I am for it. This is Barrier and Unstoppable. The threat will be solar, meaning you're going to get 25% more damage from arc. Well, the threat is arc. Shields are solar and void. So arc coming in, you know, be wary of arc. Now, I'm going to swap this out because I really am not thinking that I can get super close to them. And I don't think I'm going to need... I don't believe I'm going to need my grapple grenade. So I'm actually going to go shackle grenade. and I'm going to wear the Armatarium double grenade charge. People often overlook the double grenade charge. And I want to go with Thin Precipice, but wait a minute. I don't know. Let's go there and take a look. We are going to fast travel over to Neptune, and we are going to the city of Neomuna. Now remember, I have Lamenting Scotsman with me and Speakeasy Bob, and these guys, they're powerful guardians. They are strong with the light. Let's go over. Oh, Legend of Acria, so good. You use it with the Mask of Bacchus and the exotic helmet. Yes. Yes. Now, I've had coffee this whole time, and I've only had a few sips. It's going to start being cold. There's a little bit of life in it. I need to use my mug system that's heated, but I don't use it because it's not big enough. Give me a big mug. Big mug, lots of coffee. But black, yes. Legend of Acria, triple shotguns. I'm a fan. I wish they'd give shotguns some love. Let's go see this. This is the planet Nimbus. He's the planet NPC. And I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. Terminal Overload. I don't want to do Terminal Overload. I'm going to grab just these regular ones. Get paid for what you do. Even though, you know, we're really under-leveled for this planet, I'm still going to pick those up. Now, I'm going to go over. Let's highlight this on the map. This is going to be the Gilded Precept, and we're going in as a fire team. You know, you might need to go in solo if there's an exotic that you're really looking for, that you need. But you can go in with a team and have a blast here. And, you know, and have more fun. You're not going to have that pressure of going in solo. And every once in a while, I've had the exotic drop for me. And that's a good feeling when you get that exotic anyway. And this Gilded Precept, I am going to award this my favorite. This is my favorite Lost Sector on this planet. Oh my God. Did you see me do that, Guardians? Crazy Town. I thought I had, you know, the grapple and I had the shackle. So let's read this because I want everybody. It's Barrier and Unstoppable, which is squares and triangles. You're going to want squares and triangles on. So piercing sidearms. I'm going to go Crazy Town and I'm going to use Buried Bloodline. I don't have the catalyst yet. On Tuesday at Reset, I will be going in, I hope, with Brad and Holden, and I'm going to get the catalyst. So sidearms, and then what was my other one? Unstoppable. Squares. That's a hand cannon. Okay. Man, oh man. Hand cannon, and the only one I've got. I can't use Buried Bloodline or I'm not going to be set up correctly. So, sidearms. Sidearms. I don't like that one bit. You know, this is going to force me to do something else. I do like Indebted Kindness.
You can use Lament if you want.
Lament would be excellent. I don't have it on me. It would slice right through those barriers. So, hand cannon. I've got a sidearm, and now I need a hand cannon. I'm going to use Malfeasance. And then let's do something for distance. I'm going to use Crux Termination, because that's just who I am. Crux Termination. This has reconstruction and tracking module. So let's get in and let's just have some fun with Lamenting Scotsman and Speakeasy Bob. We're going to do the hard one, so do not be in a rush. Do not be in a rush. Let's go in. Remember, this is squares and triangles. Arc is the threat. Attrition. This has attrition. There is a 25% bonus if you use Strand or Solar or a Glaive. So attrition, man, oh man. Attrition is one of those rotten things. When you see attrition on, be prepared to face, a rough time. Because attrition, it is a rough time. It's absolutely a rough time. So Neomuna, Gilded Precept on Master. Here we go. Oh, you like the light roasted coffee? So like the blonde coffee. I understand that there's more caffeine in the blonde coffee. This is just straight up black coffee, a little bit on the strong side. I put an extra scoop into the, my coffee maker. I use a French press, so I get to select, how I want my coffee. Now, this is a fun one. I do really like this. And I even enjoy this one solo. I will come through this one, and I'll probably make a video later. Because I enjoy this thing solo. Just always take your time. And when you see champions, get their friends first. Because often it's not the champion that takes you down. It's a bunch of his friends. I don't want your friends to take me down, sir. If you're going to take me down, I want it to be you. I don't want it to be your crew. I want it to be you. Now, you'll see me jumping around like I still have Strand on. Like I can just Spider-Man it all over this place. And I need to remember, I now do not have that on. Now here you see a barrier champion. And he's going to probably get me. Oh, he didn't. Thank you, guys. Thank you. He was coming for me. I'm going to go deposit this orb. How dare that little scion. Get out of here, you little scion. Boy, I like Indebted Kindness. It packs a punch. I mean, really, it does. Now, I know if you've done Warlord's Ruin, you have this Indebted Kindness weapon. Because that's where it comes from. And I actually do have one that has tracking ability. I mean, can you imagine this sidearm with tracking? Yeah, give me the sidearm with tracking. I think it would be absolutely phenomenal. Sean Dath, how are you, buddy? It's been a while. What have you been up to?
Straight in the hole.
Now remember, it's his big explosive tank that's, gives him... That's where you're going to get the most damage, by hitting that. Oh, go, gun, go. So beautiful to behold. And remember, pick those little orbs up. You got to stomp on them. They won't attract to you. Now, this guy's going to be squashed. He's not your enemy. Now, watch this big turtle transport pod. This is your enemy. This is your enemy. Malfeasance, it's a wonderful weapon, and in my hands, it sings. This weapon sings in my hand. And we got the commander. You know, it's over for this bunch. They're not even going to realize it. Wow, we absolutely ripped this apart. We ripped it apart. 3 enhancement cores, you know, I will take it. I will take it. And then I think we're going to be able to give commendations for this, which I always... Oh, no commendations? Now, why would they take that away? There's no reason to take that away. Speakeasy Bob with 26, Lamenting Scotsman with 14, Ransom with 29. 17 to 20 was our score. That was a good time. Michael Game UK, hello, buddy. Black says, my favorite 2 perks on Indebted Kindness are Beacon Rounds and Deconstruct. The first part of Deconstruct isn't that impressive, but the second part gives you 2 free bullets back after 6 body shots. I have some of these in my vault. This is Lead from Gold and Volt Shot. And then this one is Beacon Rounds and Deconstruct. And I need to use this one just to find out how it is. Now, I wished I had, you know, really a hand cannon. But I've taken my hand cannons out of here. All right, this will fly us back to the initial spot where we select the level that we want to go in on. But I'm saying we do something. What else have we got to do today that could be a good time? Let's see. Neptune. I like to stay away from Neptune, so let's head to orbit. I want to say I wanted to really like Neptune. Cuddles, hello. I wanted to say that I really loved Neptune, but I just did not. I did not love it. What have we got here? Man, oh man, I've not been into this Node, Override, Avalon. I don't know. I don't mess with that a whole lot. The Cosmodrome. What do we have here? We have Grasp of Avarice. We could run through this just for fun on a normal version. Let's do that. Let's run through this for fun on a normal version. Soupy, I think so. I want to run through that Grasp of Avarice. You know, I wonder, should we have picked the more difficult version and just hang out at it and see what happens? Because it is a lot of fun to do it on the more difficult version, because you get that Artifice armor. But then you have to really think about your build, because the Ogre can be tough. And Soupy, where have you been? Hello. Soupy is in chat, and Soupy is a Coterie of Arms member, and he's a Coterie Knight. He's got power. Soupy has powers. Now, I kind of feel like I should use my new, and you know what? Wait a minute. Should I use the grapple? Not shackle, but grapple. I kind of feel like I need to use a different setup. Oh, fajitas, fix me a plate. Fix me a plate, Soupy. I'll be there in like 6 hours. I really kind of want to use my new improved exotic list. I really am thinking maybe that's the way I should go, because I haven't used it a lot. I've had 116 takedowns, so I feel like I need to use it. Now wait a minute, where's the Shrieker? Oh, Strand, you are my friend. Friend? Now, the music here is straight out of Cosmodrome. You just heard it kick in, and I'm a fan. There was something just eerie and beautiful about the soundtrack of the Cosmodrome, as it was in D1, and they pulled the bulk of that, straight forward. They pulled it right out. Now, I always like a sword in here, but I know there's a lot of explosive popcorn thrall. The popcorn thrall, and you have to watch out for them. Alright, am I happy with my setup? I always feel like I could do something else. Coffee time, coffee time. Shondath, the Artifice armor, let me show it to you. Artifice armor, you'll see that this says at the very top of my stats, it says, or at the bottom, underneath all my mobility resilience, it says Artifice armor. It gives you an extra spot right here, and you get the +3 absolutely free. It doesn't pull from your overall 10 rating. Normally that would decrease for each one you put on. So this is just an extra. It's a giveaway. Artifice armor. This armor contains a bonus socket that can be used to equip mods that allow you to slightly modify its stats. And it is absolutely, hands down, to me, some of the best armor you can get because of that. Here's Artifice. And I have a lot of it in the vault. This is Artifice. This is Artifice. Because it's great in how it allows you to really alter that. Now I think this is all the way over to the end. So the Artifice armor, it's available not just from this regular version. You definitely have to go in this on the tough versions. You can't do this just on the normal version. Wow, he is that. Talk about bumbling me everywhere. That was. Got him. Get out of here. Now, of course, I have no heavy now. Now, which end do I end up on? Do I go where Lamenting Scotsman's at?
Fair enough. Strand away.
Strand it. Strand it.
And it.
Now, I know there's a wicked witch here. She's vile and despicable and has no redeeming qualities. These aren't mercy missions, Guardians. We want to take them out. Take them out. Oh, Shondath? No, we're doing it on the fun version. The Artifice Armor version's a little bit higher difficulty level, and I need to do that a little bit later. Maybe this afternoon I will come through on an Artifice Armor run. But, you know, with my morning coffee, it's now afternoon coffee, I like to be more relaxed. I've not played with Soupy in a while, and maybe Soupy will come in and we can do an Artifice Armor run. You know, Soupy's a phenomenal Guardian. He really is. He's got a soothing voice that's commanding, yet very easy to listen to and follow. And I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Soupy. He's excellent in a raid or high-end game content where you want somebody to be really knowledgeable and have that flowing voice that just mesmerizes you. It's hypnotic. That's what it is. Soupy, you're hypnotic. And so I always enjoy listening to Soupy's instructions. Valter, my gosh, it is good to see you, buddy. Where have you been? I want to know, really now. Where have you been? What have you been up to? All right. Is that where I'm going to end up over there? Soupy, Valter, where have you been? What have you been up to? Look at all those fallen creeping out of that door over there. Now, there is a chest in here. You know, you definitely want to think about snatching up the chest. I do have everything from this, but you would want the chest, and you see it right there. Right there. Yay. Descending Echo. Resetting your PC. And there came the big barrel. That got me the first 2 times in here. It did. And some of these Scorch Cannons, can that one be carried all the way? You can sometimes carry the Scorch Cannons and it will activate early. You can get that stuff activated. Now, we're going up to the boss. So that was one of the Scorch Cannons that you could get in here early with if you hang on to it. I think it will just carry over for you. Now, what do I want to do here? You know, I'm almost thinking I can't get close enough to really use Legend of Acrius. I'm going to stick with what I've got. You know, it's dangerous to stay with a rocket launcher because you could definitely just take yourself out with that. Now, if I pick those up, am I going to die?
Yeah, probably. Probably. If you don't, you're down to the crystal. If you can dunk it down there, if you've got the thing.
Oh, I've got just minutes before I die with Burden of Riches. All right, let me see if I can get the other side and get over there and pick up some Burden of Riches before I die. Now, why didn't that open for me? I feel like that door should have opened. I was cheated.
Didn't get or anything.
It opened that late? All right, now I've got 4. And these little guys, they're just a nuisance. That's all they are. All right, and he's in damage phase. You hear that scream when he gets ready for his damage. Oh, why did that cut off? That, I don't think that should have cut off that soon. What the heck? It went up for a moment? All right, will it open the other side up? I hope so. Whoa, that ogre is over here on us. Leave me alone. Yes! Yes, my gosh! Get out of here! Get out of here, Mr. Ogre. Your breath stinks. Have you heard the word dental floss? I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, that was an exciting, fun battle. Battle, as I say back home, it's a battle. But we want to go in, and now we're going to do a little sparrow. We're going to do some tricks with the sparrow. Do I always hit everything just right with my sparrow? Wait a minute. Where am I? Where am I? Do I always hit everything just right with my sparrow? No. But the more you can do right in this section, the better it's going to go for you. And always on time has been a choice here. Walter, I've been good, buddy. I'm just glad to see you. Whee! I'm booking it. I'm booking it as hard as I can. I'm making haste. I'm making haste. Go, Ransom, go! My career as a nice NASCAR driver might be saved. What the heck? What the heck? I was on it. I was on that. Life is uncertain and death is sure inside of Destiny 2. I really feel like I had it. What went wrong? What went wrong? You got to get these little mines. Oh, it was over on the left-hand side. I see it now. I'm not going to let up off the fuel. I am hammered down. I am hammered down on this. Maybe I hit a few too rocks right there at that one point. Come on, I can do it. I can do it. Got it. Yes. Woo. Now, there is a chest up here somewhere. There it is. It's right here. Here's the chest. Let's open it. Resources matter. Resources matter. And then I'm going to go over here, and then we're going to go through, to me, one of the reasons this dungeon is not visited more often. This is going to be one of those reasons why I don't come in here more, like I should. Wait a minute. Have I lost my way? What am I doing? Going backwards? This section, right, it's this section. The hot air balloon right up there, that's actually part of an Exodus ship. And it's slow. Now, I really should have probably put in Thin Precipice before I rallied the flag. I'm going to do it.
Nice. Now we're stuck here.
I thought it was going to pick me up, and it kind of just left me lying there.
We'll get up. We'll get there.
Thank you, Mr. Scotsman. But Speakeasy Bob's he's gonna decimate the enemy for us. Take him down, Speakeasy Bob. Take him down.
You wanna go up that way?
Alright, I got this guy out of the way. Get out of here. Alright, where are we going to? Where are we going to?
Looking for a big server. That ain't right.
Ugh! Woo, I live. That water is dangerous.
It's up there anyway. Up there. In the next one. Oh.
Cuddles, I think that we're going to be doing I think we're going to be doing this on, a really difficult version. But if I'm free, I'm glad to help. I am glad to help if I am free. Now, chat, here you've got to pick up the little engrams, the little fake engrams, and you have to stand there and kind of let those do their thing until you get enough where the shield is broke on that servitor. And then you have to watch, because you can still pick these things up. And I want to make sure I don't have any of those. And bombs away. And then we're going to strike out into the next position and try to get another servitor. So once we complete all of these rings, then we can progress into the boss arena. And that's what we're ultimately after. We're after the boss arena. That's why so many groups will have a saved spot for the boss, so they can bypass what we're doing right now. Tectonic, how are you, buddy? All right, my coffee's cold. I should have been more diligent about taking a sip. But I let it get cold. Now, I like this weapon. I like it a lot. I don't want to step in one of those yellow things because they'll get me. Is that a real one? Oh, that was a real one. Ooh, I'm glad I went close. I'm glad I went close.
Can't see a servitor, but I'm looking.
Bob, do you see a servitor over there?
It's over there. Bob's on it. Bob has got it. Or Pete, Bob has got it.
Go, Bob, go. Now, if I had my rocket launcher, I could blast right into that mess up there. Tectonic, did you let your friends know that you now are the owner of Divinity? Did you let them know? Tectonic, do you have a lot of friends that play Destiny? I don't think I've asked you that before. Now, if I remember correctly, this gun does have range limitations. Soupy, Tectonic has it. He now has it. Oh, okay. I see a servitor over there. I wonder if I can strand it and make it. That looks doable. I feel like it looks doable. And it is doable. All right, is this the last one? Maybe. Maybe. The Great Sphere beckons. Yay! Looks like we made it. I just love Strand. I can't get enough of it. Now we got to go right up into this thing, right up into the hot air balloon. And this is the boss arena. This is the boss arena. Don't touch the water. Don't touch the water because it'll get you. This water will get you. Now, I like to go up here and just give it all I got to these nasty little guys that are going to come out right here. Because I don't want to have to put up with them. These are a lot to put up with, and I say no to putting up with them. And I think we got Switchblade Susie, and we got the little menace. The menace that really can take you out against your will is the little bitty. All right, let's pick these up. Let's get these all. The little bitty guy can do a lot of damage to you, the sniper. And you don't want to be sniped. Now, are we going to go for another one of those? It is possible. Alright, I better make a deposit.
Yeah, the big speakeasy, I think Bob bought the turret. Cannon, I think.
I like Indebted Kindness right now because Volt Shot would help me take the whole gang of them down.
Go down, we'll see what happens. Get some damage.
Alright, I've got, I think I'll have 20. Oh, did I not deposit all my blasted orbs?
Happens to the best. We'll see.
Oh no! The little sniper! Ugh, wire rifle. He got me. I forgot about him coming out. See, you get rusty. You heard me talk about it yesterday. You forget the stage. You know, I forgot that that little monster was going to come out and sniper me from afar. Nobody else in the game has a sniper that powerful. Just that little tiny, nuisance of a bot. Now, I'm liking this gun, but I do like Indebted Kindness. I feel like this is an area where Indebted Kindness would have shined. Because I have one with Volt Shot. Oh, Folgers in your cup. If anybody knows that tune, that's definitely a Folgers in your cup moment. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. It was one of those TV tunes. Alright, I've got 20. Okay, I gotta get rid of these burdened by riches this time. And we got him. We got him. Good run, Guardians. That was such a good run. Remember, the little guys come out right here, and you want to be there that very first time. Just super them. That's how you really can do it on the more difficult version. And get rid of the sniper, because, man, on the upper level, he packs a very, very hard punch. It's a hard punch. Now, how did we do? Speakeasy Bob with 212, Lamenting Scotsman with 114. I got 105. Lamenting Scotsman with 2.5 million. Way to go, buddy. Way to go. Now, let's go to the tower, because you don't want to lose something if it was important to you. You don't want to lose it. And it looks like I had some things that went to the Postal Service. But that's a good one to get your Artifice armor. There are save spots where you can farm the boss over and over again. If you go back a few weeks ago into last year, 2023, you will find a video where I actually went in and just did the boss on the difficult version over and over again. We had a blast, and we earned a lot of Artifice armor. And I'm a fan of Artifice armor. I did Ghost of the Deep 21 times to get the full set of Artifice armor. But you do have to select the difficult version, the more challenging version, because these will not be Artifice armor, so these are simply resources. And because they're not as high as some of the other gear that I have, I'm going to have to recycle them. Somebody coming up through the ranks might be thrilled to find those pieces, because they could be better than maybe what you have on. And that's important to find something that's going to be, a higher level as far as all the stats that are attached to it. Now, I'm not a sniper rifle person, so I normally don't keep those. I am a shotgun person. Yes, I am a shotgun. Target lock, I'm a fan, but I have Rufus Fury and some other auto rifles that I really, really do enjoy using. So it's going to be hard for me to replace those, especially when they're bespoke. Now, this is Envious Assassin and Frenzy. I feel like that was a good one. Envious Assassin and Tracking module on that. I'm going to go vault that, and I'm going to get that Adept version. I played with someone just a few days ago that had the Adept version, and I think I have one, but it's on another character. So let's go ahead and vault the Envious Assassin and Tracking module. It actually might do... I mean, I like reconstruction and tracking, and I have the one that will hold like 4 bullets in the magazine. So don't overlook this rocket launcher. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but I'm going to pick this one up. But Crux Termination, don't overlook this. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of it. I need to get this one up to 1810. But I think this Braytech Osprey is going to be good. Now, Guardians, I want to give a big shout out to Lamenting Scotsman. Beautiful accent, phenomenal country. Lamenting Scotsman, I want you to come back and hang out with me. I would love for you to do a raid with us so we can all luxuriate in that fantastic accent that you have from your native land. And it was absolutely beautiful, and you were phenomenal to play with. Speakeasy Bob, a member of Coterie of Arms, and he's always a joy. He's a streamer, content creator. He has his own channel. Now, Lamenting Scotsman, do you stream or create content?
I don't stream or Craig. I just do wee videos here and there, just like PvP stuff, just good plays, things like that.
Oh, now do you play a lot of PvP?
Just 50-50. Well, I play PvE 70% of the time, PvP like 30%, you know? More
All
like
right, because I'm always looking for people to, have fun with as I make my way in Trials of Osiris, because I'm not PvP is not my strong point, Scotsman. So I suffer in there. I suffer. My palms get sweaty. I destroy controllers trying to do better in there. But I still go back, because in season 17, Trials of Osiris has a ship called the Hushed Shrinks. And the Hushed Shrinks is one of those ships. I'm going to show it on my screen. It's season 17. Let me go over to ships. Season 17. This is it, chat. I need this ship. I really want it. And I go in with several different players. And I've been there multiple times. But it's random roll. It is a random drop. So it's hard to get. Oh, Cuddles, you're doing carries next week. Thank you so much. Sarcasm, hello. But Lamenting Scotsman, thank you for hanging out with me today. Speakeasy Bob, thank you. Chat, I'm going to take a lunch break. I'm going to make myself a hot coffee because I let that one get cold. I do have my green tea. It's hot and ready to go. You will see me back a little bit later, and let's do something fun together. I am Ransom Rider. This is my favorite game, Destiny 2. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Scotsman. I will see you all very soon in the game. Bye. Bye.